Hi guys, my name is Sam, and I typically make videos about makeup, chronic illness, and whatever I want, but we're here with another installment of Sammoween. Today I am going to be doing a glam head wound look, and I'm going to start with the scar wax, but you will later see that I didn't read the directions and messed that up, but we'll come back to that later. So completely ignore the wound on my head because that's going to fall off, but we are starting by applying a foundation. Whatever your normal foundation is works great. If you want more of a dead look, you could do something lighter or white. You could turn this into a ghost with a head wound if you wanted. Next, we're going to be going in and doing my brows and bronzer. We're pretty much doing makeup how I would do it for a regular look. Next up, we're moving to eyes. I'm going to prime with any primer. I'm using Urban Decay Eden. I'm going to link everything I can in the description box in case you're interested. I'm going in with the Naked 2 palette and the only matte, pretty much. I don't know if they still make this palette, but if they do, it will be in the description. We are going to apply it with one brush and take a clean brush and buff it out. There's going to be a lot of blending here. Blend, blend, blend. You'll notice I go back and forth between the brush that has color on it and the other brush that is bare. And we're going to do this a lot just to get the blend and the color depth that I really want. To diffuse this darker color, I'm going in with the lightest matte in the palette just to smooth those edges out, and back and forth again. And I'm going to take that brown shade and bring it under my eyes, just smoke that out a little bit. Repeated this on the other eye, and now I'm going in with a black liner on my waterline and tight lining a little bit with that. If you aren't sure, tight lining is where you do the upper waterline. Now I'm curling my lashes and applying mascara. Now we're going to do the head wound properly. You need spirit gum to attach the scar wax, which I did not read the instructions. I'm going to smooth out the edges with the putty knife to really blend it into my skin. As I'm going along, I'm making sure to lift the inside a little bit so it looks more like a flap of skin. I noticed that the scar wax can really stick to your fingers. It's a little tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. The next instruction is to seal this with latex, something else I didn't do the last time, which is why it fell off. This will help it really adhere to your skin. I just make sure to feather it out so you get a nice smooth edge. While this is drying, I'm going to just apply some lipstick. I'm using the Rare Beauty little set from Sephora. Now I'm going and reapplying the foundation and the bronzer to where I had to scrape it off to fix the wound. Now for the painting. I'm using a paintbrush and a bruise wheel and going in with the darkest red shade to just apply over the whole inside of the wound and on the inside of the flaps. I'm adding some red to the top of the wound, I guess, like where the skin would split, and I'm gonna go around the outside to make it look red and irritated like your skin would be if you cut yourself. Now I'm going in with a mixture of both reds and blue to add some depth. You really want to make the shadow parts darker. We will go over this with the darker red in the bruise wheel, but this just really makes a shadow. I know this looks fairly tedious, but I promise it is worth all the extra work and detail. Now we're getting to the fun stuff, the blood. I'm going to start with scab blood, which is the most realistic, and finish it up with some stage blood. I don't really like this blood. I got it at Walmart. It's a little too red, but I would suggest getting the Mayron or Van Nuys stage blood. It looks a lot more realistic. I'm applying it in my hair because, let's be real, it would have seeped back there if I had an actual head wound. So it's messy, but it washes out really easily. You want to start applying it in the wound now. Make sure you're getting every little nook and cranny, under the flaps, some along the top of said flaps to make it look really bloody. Now comes the fake blood, and you can see in a minute what I'm talking about. It looks less realistic because it's so bright red. It looks okay on my hair, but you see in my part that it's too light. Now you get to watch me go through all the emotions of thinking that I completely destroyed this look by going a little too overboard. In the end, I'm happy with it, but you'll see that I tried to fix it multiple times. That cheap fake blood just kind of makes me believe that the whole look is ruined because it's just way too light. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. I think my mistake here was it's hard to see unless you're in person the actual like flaps of skin because I had to add so much blood on the outside to fix it. Here is the final look. I do like it. I wish the edges were a little more clean, but live and learn. Don't make my mistake and go overboard. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.